This is the BrainrotSMP, and this is my house. Now, it's not terrible, but it's nothing compared to the other builds that are popping up around the server, and also it just won't compare to the future megabases that everyone is making. I don't want to fall behind, so I need to get an upgrade. And the idea that came to me was to make a giant flying pirate ship megabase. Why? Because I absolutely love One Piece. It's the greatest story ever told, and Pirates of the Caribbean is one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. I got a thing for pirates, okay? Anyway, I'm planning for this to be massive. Not just some dinky dinghy, but a full-on galleon. So I need to find a good spot that wouldn't disrupt anyone else's builds. And I decided on it being at the top of the mountain surrounding spawn. Now, for all of you out there who plan to build a ship, whether it's in real life or in Minecraft, you always got to start with the keel. That's the bottom piece of wood that everything attaches to. It's the most important part of the ship. If it breaks, you're dead. So this is not a good idea to do. All right, here. I couldn't go inside the thing! Next, I gotta get to building the frame of the ship. So I started making the ribs that stretch out to make the shape of the ship. But I realized it would make life so much easier if I made a giant dirt platform underneath it all. So I went and did that. It greatly reduced my chances of falling to my death. Then I made the full frame of the ship. I decided to start making the actual floor of the ship at the bow, and after making the stairs, I realized this was not correct. It looked a bit too off for my liking, so I had to redo that. Then I continued the upper deck and put the beginning of the mast on the ship. The inspirations that I was using for this ship were the Going Merry and the Thousand Sunny from One Piece, the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean, and these images that I found on Google Images, which apparently some come from Sportskeeda, however you say it, who apparently have a Minecraft section. I thought they were just sports. But then I put the stairs down to the main deck that resembled the ones from the Thousand Sunny, but not 100%. Then I proceeded to build out the main deck and the floor of what would later be the captain's quarters, aka my quarters. Now I bet you're all wondering where and how I got all the wood to make this massive boat. And the answer to that would be good old deforestation. There was a huge forest not too far away that I would go back and forth to get wood. You're going to want to see the difference of what it used to look like at the end. Pivoting off of terrible environmental practices, I started to add the actual sides of the ship. Filled it all in to look nice and oak-like, and shit, I'm going to change it later, aren't I? I'm definitely going to change it later. Oh boy. Then I continued installing the main deck with a ton of birch. Not today, gravity! I'm really proud of how this is coming along, but it's time to finally start the poop deck. So I got to blocking and making the stairs up to it, which it's apparently called the poop deck because the French word for stern is la poupe. Good job, French people. You actually did something good. But these stairs got kind of confusing when trying to curve them like that, but I fixed it. Of course I would fix it. I know what I'm doing. This definitely isn't my first big original mega build. Nah, I got it. Now I was getting into some more complex territory with making the walls of the back of the ship. I felt so stupid doing this because I was just guessing with it, just trying to make it look good. And I had to do it twice. And it's just the back. There was still the front to do, which actually wasn't as complicated. But I eventually finished it and moved to making the walls to the rooms where the crew would be sleeping. This was very easy. To make the ship look extra sharp and fancy, I replaced all the edge pieces of the logs that stuck out with the version of the logs that had no rings showing. I forget if that block had a specific name and I'm too lazy to look it up. Now came the time to start the walls of the front of the ship. Fuck! Only hard part was matching it up with the log frame, which I also raised up to make the whole thing look better. The amount of wood I used for this was insane. And you're all gonna sigh and facepalm when I decided to do a certain thing later on. But first I gotta deal with these jabronis. If I had $1 for every time pillagers spawned in below the ship, I'd have like $10. Or something like that. I don't remember how many times it were, but it was too many times. But I finished the front wall and put in the floor to what would later be the kitchen area. Now, if you look at the frame of the walls on the main deck, you might notice that you wouldn't be able to see a thing. And that's not good for pirate warfare. So we gotta bring that wall down. And also make it look more rounded on the edge so that it doesn't look dumb. And we gotta do this to all 4 parts of the wall. Along the journey of deforesting everywhere, I stumbled across this thing. I don't know what it is, or why it's on the top of a mountain like 1,000 blocks away from spawn. I'm sure it has some purpose, possibly to serve for some demonic ritual, which is probably the most likely answer, but I don't have time to ponder this. I need to build a ship. One of the most important parts of a pirate ship is the masts. Mast, but plural. The giant wooden pillars that hold up the sails, which are the things that make the ship move. So I ascended to the skies making these massive wood towers, which had to be the perfect height. Not too tall and not too small. And then out of the wood rod that sticks out of the front of ships, which is called the bowsprit. I learned a lot about ships during this whole process. Look how beautiful this thing was coming along. Now, if you ask me what the most infuriating part of building this ship was, it was the steering wheel, which we'll get to later. I still have nightmares about it. But the second most infuriating thing had to have been the sails. The sails weren't hard to build at all. They were quite easy, actually. But it was acquiring all the wool for them that made me want to just jump off the top of the mast. This was so annoying. We have a sheep farm with mostly dyed color sheep, so I had to go out on expedition after expedition looking for wool and sheep. I checked the ancient cities below spawn, I used as much as I could from the sheep farm, and even contemplated straight up theft from everyone on the server. I ended up just going out and shearing tons of wild sheep. It was the longest part of this whole process, but I got through it. Barely. I also added the crow's nest during all of this. It was quite dangerous working up this high, but I knew I was agile enough to save myself if I were to fall. At least I should be. Fuck! God damn it! Ah, shit. God damn it, these schmucks again? Okay, it's time to really anchor this video back down. I don't really get it either. As I wrote this pun down, I was thinking it doesn't make too much sense, but decided to keep it in so I could make fun of it and talk about it like I am right now and get really meta with it. But I started the anchor if that wasn't obvious. Like how the Thousand Sunny doesn't have a traditional anchor, but one that's in theme with the ship, I did that as well. A lot of my motif revolves around skeletons. So I made the anchor a big skull. Took a good bit to get all the bones I needed, but I built it into a little mound on the mountain to look like it was dug into the ground. I think it turned out well. Every pirate ship needs a Jolly Roger. I would have liked to make a more custom one, but that would require it to be unnecessarily large. So I went with just a basic skull and bones. Turned out pretty good. Then I moved all my storage from the old house to the ship. At this point, the structure of the ship was complete. Time to add in all the little decoration stuff and things. Like cannons! Tons of cannons! I just shamelessly took the design for the cannons from this image. They weren't too difficult to do and looked really cool. Just required more deforesting. Getting up into the ship would be quite the challenge since, you know, it's in the air. So I thought turning the anchor into a way to climb up was a great idea. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. I later threw that idea in the trash as it looked awful and was quite impractical. However, I did make a way to go to and from the upper and lower deck, which I went for making look like those grates that ships sometimes have that lead to the lower deck by using trapdoors. Turned out better than expected. If you look at a ship, you'll see that they have a small flap of wood attached to the back. This is the rudder, and this is me adding the rudder. And this is me throwing some barrels around the ship, because every pirate ship has to have barrels. That's where all the rum is stored. Why is the rum gone? Another thing that was inspired by the Straw Hats ships was the gardens that they had on the back of the Mary and the Sunny. So I added one of my own. I made one section for potatoes, one for carrots, and one large one for trees. Remember when I said I was going to replace the oak on the sides of the ship? Well, I finally did it. The original plan was to do something like the Thousand Sunny, where it has some red parts mixed into the regular brown of the wood, but I decided against it. And then I decided, oh my god, again with these guys? Oh, you motherfuckers, what are you doing here? What? No. You are ruining my vibe. I'm going to commit a murder. Now watch as I commit a murder. Hold on. Let me just... All right. Commit the murder. Commit it. There's the murder. And... Holy shit. Oh god, 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 oh god. The murder is happening to me. The murder is happening to me. And so I continued replacing the wood. It was a long journey to the nearest mangrove swamp, but it was worth it in the end. The whole thing was a bit arduous, but it all worked out. It only just extended how long this took, which was a long time. A very long time. Halfway through this, I switched up to starting the kitchen. Just add some smokers, furnaces, and tables for right now. And also threw in the nether portal and enchant table. Then went back to replacing the wood. I wish I had kept track of how many blocks this took, but I didn't think about it. And for future mega builds, I guarantee you that I will forget to keep track. So if you're wondering or hoping for the future, I wouldn't count on it. I think that one was pretty good. I don't know what happened in my brain there, but I deserved it. Along with replacing the oak with the mangrove wood, I also added in some strips of dark oak along the ship too. Just some little details for it. Now that the wood replacement was fully done, all that was left to add was the little details into the rooms. Like in the kitchen, I added a big counter to surround where the food was made. And to stop mobs from spawning, I added a bunch of glowstone all over the ship. I would love for the light blocks to just be in survival so I could make it look more ship-like, but I'm gonna say all the glowstone is just the ship being enchanted, which allows it to fly. It's a good way to explain why it's in the air and not the ocean. So you're gonna have to accept it. I saw this image on Google Images when looking for kitchen designs and thought, hey, that's pretty cool. So I added in looms plus carpet to make a counter, barrels for shelving, and a whole process using hopper minecarts to make a stove and oven. It looks pretty sick. Then went back to getting more glowstone. Stupid gas. Thinking it's hot shit for... I finished the glowstoning. Then I moved on to working on the crew's cabin. I separated into 2 rooms because why not? Made a bunch of bunk beds because that makes sense for a ship. Started up the bathrooms with the shower, sink, and functioning toilet, and a little sitting area. No pirate ship is complete without the treasure hoard of a ton of gold. So I went out to plunder and steal all the gold I could from the bastions I could find. These piglins didn't stand a chance at stopping me in my pursuit of greed. I took it all and set it up around me nether portal with some iron blocks as well. But now was the time. Time to do something I should have done a long time ago. It's time to remove all the dirt. Didn't need it anymore, so I took it all away. Another thing that's big with pirates is maps. So in the captain's quarters, I added a giant map to the desk in there, showing most of the stuff around spawn. I also needed a better way to ascend and descend the ship, so I just added in some water elevators. Oh my god. Well, the elevator works, baby. Except that's the one we were supposed to go up. Taking a bit of a break from the ship, me and the other members of the server got together to finally go and conquer the end. But we also have yet to go to the Nether Fortress, so we need to do that first.
Okay, I think I've got a viewing thing for you, Vent.
Oh, this is not gonna go well.
Oh, you've got it this time, don't die.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Oh, I did it!
Oh, he did it!
Let's go!
Nice!
You're a pro Minecrafter now.
I for sure thought I was gonna die.
Just a huge, like, 3x3 wide elevator.
This is gonna sound silly, but have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in your mic?
It's Bluetooth, which also that's
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no! Ava! I have no clue what you're saying.
why?
If we need to, we could swap back over to Discord if you wanted to like do call on your phone to be easier to communicate.
Oh.
I don't have a extra fishing rod.
Do you have a saddle on you?
I do, I have 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go back real quick and I'll make the fishing rod.
Go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of do a big loop.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do what I have to do, but that's okay. No one will know.
Ooh, are you okay?
How do I take
Oh,
the
it's the
screenshot
soul sand. Sucked me into the lava.
How do I take a
Did you
screenshot again?
shoot me off of that?
No, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
I don't know how I fell off because I thought I was pressing shift, but maybe I wasn't.
I think the Striders got in the way. Also, I don't know why, but I had a weird feeling
Oh.
that was I was gonna need to do that with the fire resistance.
That is so wild. Thank you.
Oh, I found one.
A
Oh,
fortress?
Yep.
what
Let's
are your
go.
chords?
1150,
So-
negative 360.
It's gonna be like straight this way, Doc. Like straight ahead of me.
Oh, hi.
Let me see your name.
I see your names as well.
Just digging through the wall so I don't have to.
That's fair. I'm developed an emotional attachment to this Strider now, so I'm gonna try to stay on it as long as I can.
Oh, hi, Undead. I just saw you
Hello.
take damage on that glowstone.
Hello! This is horrifying.
This is what me and Doc have been doing the whole time. I did not get a 1. Not a
There's
I
single.
got one.
Oh, my inventory's full of netherrack.
That
Help me build a
happened.
roof. Help me build a roof.
Oh, he scared me so bad.
Ben, watch out.
It's okay. Okay. Oops. Sorry, that was I had my shield in my hand and thought that's what I was doing.
I have 7.
I
I
have
2.
1.
I have 3.
And that gives you 14 of the things. 'cause
Yeah, it's
I think you
double.
get two.
Yeah, yeah. So
So-
we already have enough for plenty.
Yeah, we're good.
And I have 13 ender pearls.
We can do it by the bastion on the way back.
Oh, yeah, we could, yeah. Oh, I hear more.
Oh, good idea to check
Please.
for
Oh,
some
I got
chests.
another one.
I'm so dead. No,
No,
no.
Are you okay? Where are
don't
you?
die.
Huh, huh, huh.
Alright, there's Ava.
Hi.
I
Hi.
don't know
Scared
where
me.
Undead went. Have you seen Undead this way?
No.
Down below.
Please, no.
No.
I'm getting nether wart.
No.
I'm getting nether wart.
My potion of fire resistance it didn't hit me, and I fell through a hole.
Oh no.
I think we got most, if not all, your stuff. To be honest.
There's armor, tools. Do you have the ender pearls?
I have 14. Yeah.
Okay, let me. I'll make another chest. Hold on. Did you have like an efficiency iron
I'm dead.
pick?
Yes.
Oh,
No, not
again?
diamond. Diamond.
Do you have a silk touch pick?
No. Ah.
Right? Did you just throw?
First one away.
Are we ready? Did we throw one already?
No.
Okay.
I thought I heard the sound, but I think it was.
I
That was
think
the
it's
arrow.
low.
Yeah.
Oh,
I shot up
this
into the air and
way.
actually almost set
Hooray.
myself.
Oh,
Oh, it
broke.
broke.
Alright, well, I guess that means I should not be the one leading, but that's fine.
Do you need
Okay,
more?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I need
Undead,
to take a
there's a boat
screenshot
at
with
the
this.
portal over at the nether portal over here.
Ah, it's too late. I
Oh
already have
my
the
gosh.
dolphins.
This is so fun. I'm sorry. Wait, Undead, come up to the surface. Oh gosh, kind of horrifying. Thank you. Okay, I'm good. We're good. We're on the road again.
Oh, it broke, but it's right here, like under the tree.
So,
So
we
we were,
are
like,
in the right,
right there?
spot.
Let's go.
So do we just want to go back down? Oh!
No.
Oh no.
Fuck,
No.
Fuck.
Oh. Oh, I found it. We ready?
As soon as it lights, I'm in. this is
Let's go.
Alright, I hit one of the things.
Oh,
I hit
the
one.
end looks so cool.
With your shaders.
2 down.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we go.
I'm up top.
Ah, ah.
You
Sorry,
okay?
I just got flung a little bit.
Okay, I'm not wearing this pumpkin.
Yeah, I quickly
I was in-
gave up.
God.
I had F1 on so that I could see, but then that means I couldn't see my hotbar.
I'm doing so much damage.
Go, Vet, go!
Oh, no, okay.
Oh god. Ouch.
Oh.
Let me in.
Where's that? No. Oh, come on.
Oh, ouch. Oh my god. They're
Dude,
so low.
she's dead already. What?
Nice.
We're too pro at this.
We are.
This is
We're
actually
really
easier
good.
than I expected.
It kind of was.
All right, so the end city stuff took absolutely forever. So there's no point in including that journey into this. All you need to know, we found some cities, found some good gear, and found an elytra. That's all that you really need to know for it. We're going to get back to the ship now. After all those shenanigans, I went back up to decking out the captain's room. The 2 barrels here, remove. I am so confused what are you talking about. The barrels? What are you talking about? What's wrong with the barrels? Not here? Huh? Here? No? What? Delay? Fuck. Wait. What are we talking about? What barrels are we talking about? There's a lot of barrels on this ship. The second one you checked? This one? What about the barrels? They're barrels. Did I put something inside them? There are 3 of the left ones? You have got to be kidding me. You're so fucking immature. You got to be kidding me, chat. A penis? That's what this is about? I'm appalled. I am appalled at this. Chat can be so immature. Another thing you'll see on pirate ships is something hanging on the front of the ship. So I thought, again with the skeleton motif, to add a big skull on the bow of the ship. This was a bit complicated, but not too terrible. I went with a bighorn skull, and oh my god, can these guys just stop spawning? Just stop. Now comes the most infuriating part of this whole thing. Working with armor stands. Since BrainRot is built for building, we have a data pack, I think it's a data pack, installed that allows you to manipulate armor stands. This drove me crazy. You could do such cool things, like hang tools on walls and make items float. But if you press the wrong button, you now have to press like 25 more just to fix your screw up. So I use it to really deck out the captain's room and the crew's room, and add some details into the treasure pile. Those were simple baby maneuvers for the armor stand manipulation. The real thing that wanted to make me change my name to UndeadBrave was the steering wheel. Oh my god, I hated this. I procrastinated this because I knew it was gonna suck. So instead I killed myself. Like 40 times. All because I had to change my skin to that of an apple and an orange. Because another thing we had on the server was the ability to get heads of the player or mob that you kill. So I did that. A lot. And added them to the trees in the garden. Make them look like apple and orange trees. But now it was time to face the music and finally make this wheel. It was the last thing remaining. Also, I forgot to record this stream, so I had to use the VOD for some parts. That's why my webcam's there. It took almost 30 armor stands to make this thing. And when you're doing this, it doesn't get rid of the stand, it's still there. So when you're trying to move an object, it could switch to a completely different stand since that one would be recognized as closer to you. I wanted to die. All the button pushing, trying to find the correct stand, redoing some stands completely. It sucked. I also accidentally destroyed the block under the wheel and couldn't put it back because some stands were in the way. So I had to add more stands to fix my fuck up, but eventually I did it. Except one stick that's a little too far back. But I don't care. I can't find its stand, so I can't move it without moving like every other stand. Nothing in life is perfect, so we're all gonna have to deal with it. But it's finally done. After about 5 months, because I was doing a lot of other stuff than the ship, I definitely could have gone faster, and 49 recordings of 1 to 3 hours each, it was complete. Look at it. I'm very proud of this. First MEGABASE I've done that was completely original. Obviously had inspirations, but it's the first MEGABASE that I didn't just straight up copy from like Hermitcraft or anywhere else. I love it, and shaders make you look sick, like it's emerging from the clouds. It's so cool. Also, I replanted a lot of the trees that I chopped down, because, you know, the environment is important. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to do more videos like this about making big megabases. I've actually already started the next one since I procrastinated making this video, so we'll see when that comes out. But make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment below rating the pirate ship or about a megabase that you've made or one that you would like to see me make. But thank you all again, and until next time, y'all.